Hi, welcome to the video tutorials on data wrangling in PumasCP. In the previous videos, you have got an overview of how to perform data wrangling in the tool. In starting from this video, we have a series of videos covering different data transformations that can be performed in PumasCP, and we'll be covering it one by one. Uh, to start with, you might see different study files in the My Studies panel over here, and you need to click on the each study file to understand the different aspects of data wrangling. So let's start by a simple example now. So we'll start with core transformations columns over here. So click on this, and this opens a study file, and you have some data sets that are already present. So these are, I've kept it ready so that I can show you the desired um, data transformation on these data sets. So as in the previous video as well, I've shown that we'll be using the PC and EX datasets as a reference or examples for showing these data transformations. So, so let's start by looking at each dataset and see how to perform different data wrangling or data manipulation especially for columns. So start by clicking on PC select over here. So this is the file that we'll be using to show the select function. This is the original PC dataset. It has 1536 rows, 19 columns. Um, by using the select column option, you can select the columns that are necessary for you, and you can deselect that are not. So you can, in the core transformation, the first function is select columns. You can click on that, and you can deselect whichever you think are not necessary. You can keep those that you think is important. If you click outside, you see that the number of columns are reduced, and the only those that you have selected are uh, placed. Let's say you just uh, deselected everything, and you want only two or three columns that are necessary. Let's say I can do that as well. So here, let me choose subject ID, and then concentration, maybe the visit. I'm choosing some three columns. So if I just click outside, you see that only three columns have been selected. But one more thing that you need to note here is the order in which you select will also be important. So if I uh, again deselect all, and I can select visit first, then concentration, then subject ID. So you see that I'm selecting all these columns in a reducing order, like uh, opposite to what I did previously. So the order in which I selected is maintained, and the columns are selected. So it's important in which order you select these columns also. This is regarding the select columns function. Let's look at other functions as well. So let's see the rename function. Click on edit beside the PC rename file, and I have already selected three columns: the subject ID, PC stress, and PC stress U. These are three columns that I have in my dataset. After selecting, I want to rename, let's say, the PC stress and column. I want to add maybe the units also beside the name. Okay, what I can do is I can click on rename over here, choose the column PC stress and then say the name is PC stress and in the brackets nanogram per ml. I'm just making it up. I'm just adding the units beside the name of the column. The simple thing again you can do to rename columns. You can uh, just choose the column and select what needs to be written instead of the column name, existing column name. And there's one more function that you can use, that is relocating of columns. You can select on PC relocate and select. I've again selected some important columns. So you see there is an option called relocate over here. So I can choose this. Um, I can choose, let's say, subject ID. and I can say the destination column. I can select PC stress U for now. That is a unit column. So what happens is the subject ID relocates to the place where I have specified. So I can say after the units column. So the subject ID moves to the last. So basically like this, the relocation can happen easily by specifying the target column and if you want it before or after that particular column. The same way, there's one more option that you can use to manipulate columns, that is convert type. So here, if you click on edit over here, I have selected important columns and then I've used the split function to select use the visit column to create a column called period. And how did I do this? I get deep into that when I talk about derive related data wrangling uh, in separate videos that you'll be watching in further time. And here I will use this data set that is ready now to convert a column. So here this is the convert function over here. I can use this. Here you see that I created a column, right? A period column. And this column is basically is a string variable. And this has numericals in it. So I want this string variable. A string is basically a text or combination of text and numbers. So I want this to convert it to a numerical variable, not a string, or an integer variable that would be better, right? So what I can do is I can choose the column name, say a period, and then choose the type of the column as integer. So you see that the column name now gets converted from string to integer. So these type of conversions would be very helpful when you have distinct data types in your data set, and you can use the strict conversion also to perform also to convert these data types into a desired um, uh, type of columns, maybe to integer or numerical or characters or a number to string, number to characters, um, anything that can your desired types. So this is regarding different data transformation that can be performed to columns. We'll look at other code transformation that you can use to manipulate rows in the further videos. Stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching.